Here we are with round 2. Hopefully we don't play against Boggles again, because that's a terrible matchup for lots of decks, especially one with lots of spot removal. Okay, so we won the dire. Of course we're going to play, and Francesco's going to let us know what we're doing with this hand.
All right. This one's actually this is a keeper. This is good. We got the lands. We have a removal. Couple snaps, Meddling Mage, which, we're not going to play the Meddling Mage right away. We're going to see what our next couple draws are. Hopefully we get a spot removal.
So I guess we can probably just lead with Godless Shrine tapped, and then our Shores and Coast will both come into play untapped.
Exactly.
All right. Turn 1. Glistener. Not Glistener. I was going to say Slippery Boggle. Okay, looks like we're facing Burn.
Okay, this is actually an interesting matchup. We're going to see some interesting things here.
And Goblin Guide is going to reveal an Inquisition of Kozilek.
Very nice. Couldn't be better with Meddling Mage. Awesome.
So, which land?
Okay, so we're going to play right now. We're going to play a Darkslick, and we're going to Inquisition.
Okay.
We're going to Inquisition. Doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, we'll go with the Darkslick.
Only 2 burn spells.
Okay. The Riftbolt or the... Okay, so let's go with the Searing Blaze.
All right.
All right. And we can pass turn.
So I think his hand was Riftbolt, Mountain, right?
It was. I believe it was only 2 mountains. Yeah, we're gonna take the 2.
Goblin Guide revealed a Murderous Cut.
Okay.
Looks like our opponent suspended said Riftbolt.
Okay.
So I'll play our 3rd land.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we don't have knowledge of what he has in his hand now.
Right, we don't. Well, we know, I think, at least one of them is a mountain.
Is a mountain. Okay. So, and, let's see here. We could... Theoretically, we right now he's got 3 cards, so we could actually go snap an Inquisition and then put a blocker up and see then if he wants to actually burn the Snapcaster. Actually, you know what? I think that's the best play right now.
Okay.
So he's got his hand. So let's go Snapcaster Inquisition.
Yeah, I mean, if he starts sending burn at our Snapcaster mages, we absolutely do not care.
No, absolutely not.
In fact, please, I'd much rather you please do it.
What you're saying right now is actually what's interesting about this deck is that it pumps out little 2/2s where they don't want to deal with them.
What?
Oh,
Ball lightning. Okay, so he did have one. So he's got 2 mountains. That's all he's gonna have. We're gonna take ball lightning.
Yes. See, now this is what puts this deck in a good situation against burn. People have been asking me, how's your burn matchup, right? Well, if they start off with a slow hand, and you're ripping apart the others with Inquisition and Mage and Scullers, and they're forced to then bolt and Searing Blaze or whatever your creatures, that's a pretty good situation they put you in.
All right, so we know about 1 card in his hand. He did actually bolt our Snapcaster Mage, but we can actually, if we wanted to dismember, we can dismember the Goblin Guide for... Goblin Guide gave us a Flooded Strand. We can dismember it without any loss of life.
I agree. So right now we're in good shape.
So what's the play here?
Okay, so we're gonna drop the. We don't really need the Flooded right now.
I'd play the one that. Yeah, I'd play the one that deals no damage to us, I think.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and we're just gonna hold up. Let's see what he does. Will help us. He'll reveal something nice, and then we'll just kill the Goblin Guide.
Yeah, we'll kill it with the Ash Zealot. Okay, so this must be maybe like a suboptimal list of some sort.
Yeah. Okay, so in this, it's got haste, right?
It does.
What's the text on that again?
If we cast a spell from our graveyard, it deals 3 damage to us.
Okay.
Well, let's let the Goblin Guide ability resolve and just see what we're dealing with here. So it gave us the Darkslick Shores.
Okay.
Now, let me think here. Oh no, never mind.
To be honest with you, I actually would kill the Ash.
Oh yeah.
And I don't mind the Goblin because you know what? It's gonna fuel our hand if anything.
No, I mean, yeah, this is definitely like he has an upside, whereas this one doesn't.
Yeah.
So we'll just go here for black. Black. Kill the Ash Zealot.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll take 2.
Actually, at this point, we can even snap Dismember, I think.
We can do that too, yep.
So I'm gonna play this guy because it comes into play untapped and doesn't. That'll give us the snap Dismember option if we would like to utilize it.
Yes.
And are we gonna do anything with Meddling Mage, or are we just passing?
We're gonna pass. Meddling Mage we don't need right now.
Mm. Goblin God has unfortunately gotten for lots of damage.
Yeah, but we're gonna put it away right now.
And he reveals, as soon as our opponent puts it on the stack, he reveals Sorin.
Ooh, look at that. Couldn't have been a better play right now.
A lifelinking, get a little lifelinking creature. Okay, so are we doing the snap Dismember?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
There we go.
Searing Blazed, our friend.
Okay, that's not a big deal. That's fine.
So we're gonna play Darkslick and Sorin.
Yep, exactly.
All right. And then how are we gonna utilize our Planeswalker friend?
Right now, we're just gonna pump out a Vamp. And again, here we go. This is a good example. For those who are questioning, if you saw the original list, I had a Solemn Visitor. This is exactly why right now the Lord of Innistrad's in a better position against burn decks, aggressive decks, is that he kind of resets the field now. You know, and he helps us gain our life back that we lost against burn, and that's fine. I mean, if he wants to kill our little guys, it's not a big deal. But he's just a better walker here than the Solemn Visitor.
Oh, you know, he didn't even have a landfall trigger, so we only took 1 from that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was great.
Yeah. This is also what the walkers do in this deck, is that when we've grinded them out and they have very little resources, we now have board position, very strong board position.
Do we want to Meddling Mage naming Skullcrack or anything like that? Because I don't see any colored mana.
I don't either, and you know what? Let's put it on the board, apply some pressure, and that would be the one that would hurt us the most. So let's go with the Skullcrack in the situation. If he doesn't have it, but at least we're putting on some pressure now.
Yeah, and I mean, the nice thing about it is it means that... Oh, I hate how this works. Hold on, I gotta find it. It means that he can't cast Skullcrack, and if we do get a chance to attack with our vampire friend... Wait, we gotta play a land. I don't think it really matters which one, but let's throw one out there. That means he can't prevent us from gaining life.
Exactly. And also, that's fine.
Now, here's a question. Do we minus Sorin to get an emblem so that we gain 2 life off this vampire?
I was just going to say, because right now we're at 5. We're not really concerned about his final. Right now we want to gain as much life as possible. So it wouldn't be a bad play to actually gain 2 life with, apply pressure, basically force him to attack our creatures with the burn spell. So we are gonna minus right now, get an emblem, and that also pumps the Meddling Mage.
Yeah, I like it. He's at 1 spell. I feel like if we do successfully gain 2 life here, then we're in a good position.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we're already in a pretty reasonable position. Yeah, this is just, I think, a matter of time at this point.
Yeah.
And we have so much mana up to. If he plays a creature, then we can Murderous Cut it. Yeah, so okay, round 1 or game 1 done. What are we doing?
Okay, so let's take a look here. The Esper Charm's not going to be the best card in this matchup, because as you see, they deplete their hand pretty quickly. In fact, I would take them all out for now. Let's just all move them to the board, and if we could put at least 1 in just to kind of dig, that's fine. In this matchup, we're actually using it just to basically draw cards, or to just get 1 explosive discard.
Yeah, the discard is good, but again, a little slow, like you said.
Exactly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the timely reinforcements, both of them. And we're also going to bring in the Thoughtseize command, because it is 4 life regardless. And we're at 60 cards now. Okay. We're going to take out Thoughtseize. We don't need any Thoughtseize in this matchup. And we're going to put in... Let's see what we got back here.
Negate does trade with a burn spell.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to put Negate in. And we're actually also going to put in a Supreme Verdict. Okay, let's see here. We have the Jace, the Elspeth. The one card here that's not going to be as good is we don't need 2 Restoration Angels. It's just a bad card to grab off the top. It's not what we want. So we're going to put 1 Resto back. Alright, and we're going to go with, I think, a blowout spell in this matchup, honestly. If we had all that mana, it would probably have been the Sphinx Revelation.
Yeah,
we want access to as much life gain against them as we can, that much pressure.
I agree. I mean, Rev is slow, and it's kind of like, if it reminds me of bringing in cards like Batterskull against them, because if you make it to turn 5 to Batterskull and gain life, then they were they didn't have a very good hand, because I feel like the game should be over by it should be over by turn 4 or 5.
Yeah, but what it does for us right now is that if we stall out a little bit with time, like how this deck.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with bringing it in for sure.
Awesome, yeah. And the last thing too is it's a judgment call. We can actually see how this match goes. But I'd actually even take out the Resto for this matchup and put in an Ashiok. Because the Ashiok actually draws a lot of burn spells. It goes up quickly, and you're just stealing burn spells. You're just depleting their more resources. And I've had success with Ashiok against the burn matchup because you're taking their burn spells. They don't like that. And at the same time,
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and submit what you mentioned, because we only got a few seconds left. But I was saying, in theory, taking 3 cards off the top, if you take burn, then there should be just as much burn on the bottom, assuming there's like an even distribution of stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now this is actually a poor. I mean, it's got some good spells, but we're behind a couple, at least 1 land. I mean, there we go. That's fine. This is good.
So I'm assuming Godless Shrine tapped, right?
Yes.
Well, I guess we'll see what he does, but I can't imagine we're shocking ourselves to Inquisition. Always have the turn 1 Goblin Guide.
Always.
I guess if he gives us a land, that'd be good, because we did mulligan, and he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
oh, and he gave us the Darkslick Shores, so we can...
Very nice.
Yeah.
And again, this is why, this particular matchup is excellent against Burn, is because they're dumping their hand quickly, and we have Inquisitions to deplete it even further. Okay, we're going to go for the Skullcrack.
Shoot. I clicked too quick. I forgot. I have a bad habit of doing this. I forgot to write down his hand. He had a Skullcrack. What was he? Was it a Rift Bolt?
Rift Bolt, yeah. And there was one more.
It was a 3 mana cost. I don't remember which one it was. I guess we'll just navigate it and find out.
Yeah.
I was going to say... Go ahead.
I was going to say, too, it is kind of important to know what that one it was, only because we can mage it for now and just apply more pressure, but, you know, it seems he's got a variety of burn spells here. Okay, well, we have no choice. What do we do here?
Well, I think we probably smother something.
We revealed, right?
Yeah. Oh, let me see. What did he... He flipped a Delta.
Okay. Okay, yes. In this situation now, we definitely want to hold up for the smother.
So we're going to play Seachrome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess maybe one lane... We could have played Delta and then just gotten, like, a basic and then played Seachrome Coast on turn 3 on tap, because now... Oh my gosh, this is a really good hand from him.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Okay, so let's reveal 2 first. I'm hoping he does give us lands.
He did. There's a Darkslick and a Tidehollow Sculler.
Okay.
Are we smothering this Hash Zealot?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. The smother is our poor man's decay.
Yeah.
What would be nice right now is a timely.
Just kind of wondering. So we can either like we could either go like snap Inquisition and take whatever card he has in his hand, or we could Tidehollow Sculler and take what card he has in his hand. But the problem with that is then if we block Goblin Guide, he gets it back.
Exactly. So right now I think the Snapcaster Inquisition is better.
Okay. Unfortunately, like that means we can't snap Smother, but it does save us life immediately, and hopefully he doesn't get like a Searing Blaze or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll do that. Snapcaster Mage.
One of the reasons why Darkslicks and Seachromes are here is so we're not losing too much life against these matchups too.
No, I think that's great. I used when I was playing the Esper Geist list or whatever I was calling it. They were really good because you had so many things you wanted to do. I ended up running 4 of them because you had so many things you wanted to do on turn 1 in that deck, which was either Thought Scour or Hand Disruption. Mm-hmm. So he was Lava Spike.
There we go. Awesome.
He does have a Rift Bolt suspended. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to gain life because we're basically at 7. And then we're going to effectively be... If he rips a land, we're going to effectively be at 5 because we are going to have to get hit by 1 Goblin Guide.
Yeah. Well, he did pop his dick, so.
He shot our Snapcaster Mage again. I didn't expect that, but I guess it's reasonable considering that...
Well, we need it timely right now. That's our biggest... I'm hoping that's what we would go next.
Let's see. Dismember on the top. It's a shame we don't have another white source in play because we could at least block with an Elspeth token, but we can kill 1 Goblin Guide.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I don't know. What do you think we do? Do we Colonnade and then Dismember a Goblin Guide and go to 4? He does have 1 burn spell in hand, or he's got something in his hand.
He's got something in his hand, yeah. I'm not sure if we know what that is right now.
No, we don't.
Okay, so yeah, we want to do that because next turn then, even if we don't get a burn spell, we can actually set up a blocker with the Elspeth, and that would be okay too. So let's put, yeah, perfect. And then we're going to
Dismember one of the Goblin Guides.
Now this, situation this is going to happen. I'm surprised after only having 1 life gain source in game 1, we ended up seeing it, and now we have like 5, and we don't see any.
Welcome to Magic and Variance.
Yeah, right. I'll even take Ojuta's command right now.
Yeah, right. All right, we'll let the trigger resolve. Did we just... Okay, yeah, so we got a Polluted Delta off the first one, and off the second trigger, there's a Tidehollow Sculler on top.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and dismember one of these guys.
Yes.
And then hope we're not dead. We're definitely piloting against like a mono red, sort of more budget burn list that looks like with Ash Zealots and no fetches.
Yeah.
Because we've still got one card in hand. He drew a land at some point there.
Well, no. We're going to have him draw the cards.
That is so weird.
I know.
I thought this card was supposed to be terrible. I've heard people talk about this card.
I actually thought that wasn't even modern legal, to be honest with you, but I guess it is.
Okay, so we're going to... let's see how this works. We do not wish to take 5 damage, and he's going to refill his hand. Gross. Now,
okay, so here,
we do have 2 Tidehollow Scullers.
Exactly. This is where it's really nice. So we can have it the blocker, and we can take whatever burn spells that he has in his hand, if he does get any. So let's go with that play. Actually, we're gonna drop a yeah, perfect. Let's go with that.
Shard Volley and 2 mountains.
Okay, so let's take that.
Now,
but here's the thing: we're gonna want to put this is a situation where it's either a Tidehollow or Meddling, and I think that right now, believe it or not, the Meddling Mage would be great, because what we can do with that is call the next possible big spell that can blow us out. And in this situation, if we do end up getting a life gain source, the Skullcrack would still be the biggest.
Well, but we have to block this Goblin Guide, and we don't want to do it with this Tidehollow Sculler. So
no, exactly.
So we either play this Tidehollow Sculler and we just use it as a blocker, or we play Meddling Mage and use it as a blocker, because we're gonna have to block.
Yeah, and I would rather have right now the I'd say the Meddling Mage is actually not a bad choice, because he has too many burn spells. It may be a little bit useless for her.
I agree.
To make a big impact. But this is one of the things this deck can do.
We could name Searing Blaze, that way in case he draws it, we can't lose a creature and get burned in the face.
True. You know what? That's actually probably better, because if he holds on to that Skullcrack and waits for a life gain, we have the Tidehollow Sculler to take the Skullcrack.
Like, if he just draws a bolt and then he wants to, like, bolt our Tidehollow Sculler, that's fine. But if he Searing Blazes Tidehollow Sculler and we take 3, that'd be worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goblin Guide reveals a Negate. Not bad.
Okay. It's not bad.
So we're going to block with Meddling Mage.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess hope that he didn't draw Searing Blaze.
Yeah.
Bolt at our face. Okay, we have a Negate up.
Okay, so here in this situation, we're gonna play a. I almost don't. We can't play Polluted, so we're gonna have to go with the tapped Godless Shrine, and then we can play a Tidehollow Sculler
and hold up Negate.
Mm-hmm.
We're holding on by a thread.
Absolutely.
That's a land, I think. Yeah, he's just got 2 mountains.
That's fine, but we have the Negates, which is nice. Okay, awesome. Let's
so
again
attack right with this guy.
Yeah. Can we pull out of this one?
It'd be pretty awesome if we could. Question is, well, I guess we can Elspeth to. We can either attack with both, and Elspeth to make a blocker, or we can attack with one and Elspeth.
But the problem here
jump
is
it?
that if we play Elspeth and we don't have a land right now.
Oh yeah, no, we can't cast either, and we have to keep Negate up.
Actually, theoretically, what's a better play is we actually go Jace, and then -2, and then dig 3, and then hopefully get a land. But that still is risky.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just have to attack with Tidehollow Scullers and keep Negate up.
Yeah.
At least that's you let me know what you want to do, but
okay. Here's the thing. I actually played safe.
I would.
He's not out of the park with the Goblin Guides, so he could just top deck of the Goblin Guide or the Ash and go in. So we need to have at least one blocker.
Yeah, we can only attack with this guy, I think.
So just one. Yeah.
Hold on, 1, 2, 3. Ugh, we're still a little short from activating Colonnade, unfortunately. All right.
So let's just attack with one.
Oh, so gross. All right.
Then the game might be clutch.
Well, now we can.
Right now, actually, in my opinion, we actually need a life gain source. I had actually would drop the Jace first.
Makes sense. So we want to prioritize not tapping, I guess, the white sources, since those are the ones likely to gain us life.
Exactly.
I guess we could have attacked first, but whatever.
That's fine. Jace, and that's dig.
I guess we have to negate that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we're dead.
Here we go. I don't think there's anything that we could have done.
Nah, I don't think so.
Alright, well, we didn't see any burn spells. In fact, I probably wouldn't take out anything. I think we were in pretty good position. In fact, I probably would actually put in... now, what would you say? I mean, right now, I actually don't like the Esper Charm at all in this matchup. I would actually I'd rather have another removal. Either the...
Yeah, I don't think Esper Charms are very good. But I don't know that... Yeah, I guess Hero's Downfall might be better. Like, we were able to use the Thoughtseizes to some effect. I don't know that I don't know if I think Ashiok is actually very good. I'm actually more interested in ways to try to close the game out. Like, I actually don't think Restoration Angels are the worst. They do block as creatures, but it also allows us to establish a clock. Because, I mean... And they
don't have anything that really can kill it.
We don't have a lot of ways to gain life. Granted, if we draw them, then we should be safe, but... At the same time, like, you know, we want to try to get him... if we don't draw them, then we just want to try to kill him as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and the Restoration Angels coupled with the Planeswalkers and stuff, and we still have Geist, which we haven't seen once.
Geist is good in the matchup. They can't really interact with him.
Yeah, so let's put in the rest of those. I think that's good, too.
But what would you want to take out for them, though?
Well, we're at 62 now, right?
I don't think Jace is great. Like...
No, he's going to help us dig, but it's not what we really want.
He is going to help us dig, but he's not going to help us dig till turn 4, and by then, like, we may already be close to dead.
You know who's our digger right now, and it's Goblin Guide.
Yeah. I'd probably take out a Jace. I think he's just a little slow. And he doesn't really impact the matchup in any way. We could be at 3 or 4 life, and we could play him a dig and find what we want and die in response.
I think your call is actually a good one here. Basically, what we want to do is, stall out long enough with the life gain, and then close out the game. And we need closers. So
I'd probably cut this Ashiok as well, and probably run it. Yeah, I'd probably run it like this.
That's perfect. I think we have closers now. We have a life gain, and I think that's a better position.
Okay. So we will play first. Ugh.
Go figure. Okay, well, a one-lander. Wonderful.
Got a mulligan.
Yep. We have to mulligan.
Why?
But
we do have this. We do have this, I guess.
We do have that, and if he does get the Goblin Guide again, he might give us lands.
Killing the turn 1 Goblin Guide isn't a bad thing. So.
No, and in fact, right now, honestly, I'll be honest with you, in this matchup, I actually probably keep this. I know it sounds bad, but we do have a Negate, we have an Inquisition, and we have Path. So we just need one land to really just do.
All right. I also don't know if I like the Verdict, but I forgot to recatch that one.
Please.
Nope, just Lava Spiked. Draw land. Come on, deck. No!
Alright, well, we have a lot of action once we get a Dark of Black Swords.
Yeah. I'm scared, Francesco.
What is going? We either get flooded or I'm gonna path it right away.
I don't know why I want to wait till he attacks. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, make him play cards.
Ugh.
Oh, this is Steve. Come on, Magic.
What if that Elspeth was our 24th land? No.
Yeah, right.
I can't watch.
No, this is terrible. Are you kidding me? Okay, this is horrible.
It's pretty bad. We probably should have mulliganed. Maybe we were too greedy keeping that one lander. All right. I guess we're discarding the Supreme Verdict.
Yeah, this is good.
He's just having his way with us.
This is terrible. I don't even know what to say right now. Come on, this is bad. That was my mistake completely, keeping that one lander. That was bad.
We live and we learn. All right. Okay. So, are we playing around 3?
Yeah, let's go. That was a fluke for me, but
so we played a couple of we played a few matches. Is there anything that you feel like you want to change, or we still want to keep testing this list?
No, I think everything was honestly it was some decision making in the Spirit Mantle deck or whatever that was. I don't think much we could have done there.
Yeah, I mean, on reflection, maybe we could have taken the Spellskite, but he did have a path, so he may have also gotten the Spellskite back at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, and in this matchup, I actually think, in retrospect, I do think that we're not in bad position against that particular deck. I just think that we most of me made the bad decision of keeping the one lander, but we had the answers, we had the life gain. I don't think that was really an issue.
I'll tell you one thing I don't like as much about timely reinforcements is just I feel like, and maybe it makes sense in your deck because of the tokens, but it's like a 3 mana sorcery speed way to gain life, making it very difficult to play around things like a Tarkus Command or Skullcrack because you're limited on the times that you can play it. And this is just my thought, and I feel like it's kind of like, well, you have mana up, but I have this timely, so I'm just going to hope that you don't have Skullcrack, and if you do, then I'm screwed. But something like Rest for the Weary allows you to really, like a good example, let's say that they have 2 mana up, you pass the turn, they go to fetch a land, you can rest for the weary, you can rest for weary in response in game 4 or 8.
Yeah, and you know what? We're really more concerned with the life gain, not really the creature production, because we can get rid of their creatures. It's not really an issue. It's just the burn spells. And in this matchup, I think that sorcery speed to tap out, play that, and then pass, and then take more hits, and we really don't want to play. I agree with you. I don't think that we really want to play a timely on our turn. We want to turn so we can resolve something or play an Inquisition or something. I just think that timely is slow in this deck, and I think that it was one of the cards I was kind of flip-flopping back and forth between Rest for the Weary, Post the Fields, or this. And Post the Fields is good. I just don't know if it's better than Rest for just 2 mana. And then I like the interaction between Snapcaster Mage and Rest for the Weary much more than Snapcaster and Timely.
Yeah, I mean, Timely's fine, and I hear a lot of people say, well, Timely's good because all the creatures will then block their creatures. But like I said, it's difficult to ensure that you can resolve it around Skullcrack and a Tarkus command. That's the biggest thing that I think.
That is the biggest thing, and I mean, we are going for versatility here too, and for different matchups. And I think that
Timely's a little more versatile than Rest. Rest is really just for burn.
Yes, but I mean, I don't think it would hurt this list if we actually go 1-1, one Timely, one Rest, because we do have other life gain sources. We're not just really relying on. In any particular matchup, we're not just relying on the Rest for the Rear or the Timely reinforcements. We can also bring in the Sphinx Red. We have Sorin, and we also have the Ojutais command.
So, do you want to change or no?
Yeah, and you know what? We're going for efficiency too. So let's go with one Rest and one Timely. I like that a lot, actually.
Okay, see how that works out. Hopefully, we don't play against Burn again. We are playing the 2-man queues, so there might be a higher chance. Well, do you want to play a third round?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, guys. We'll be right back with round 3.